My name is Kevin, and I'll be your social worker today. What brings you in today?
Um, well, I've been having some trouble with getting in large crowds. Every time I get into a large crowd, I kind of fall to pieces. I get real nervous. My heart starts racing. I can't catch my breath. I just feel so nervous and so anxious. My hands start sweating. I just feel like I need to get away.
Okay. Also just want to let you know that I'll be taking notes during this. So if you see me looking away, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just taking some notes. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. So sounds like you've been having a rough time, especially in crowds. Um, when is that? Is it mostly speaking in front of crowds or going to places where, like a concert or something like that, where there's a lot of people at, or speaking in front of a class?
Like just going out with my friends. Yeah, just going out with my friends to dinner and things like that, or um, even going to work and having like a meeting. Um, just being around a lot of people. It's kind of getting to the point where I just don't even want to leave the house. I'd rather just stay home because when I get out in a bunch of people, like going to Walmart even, it just feels like I feel so closed in by all those people, and then I start getting real nervous and anxious, and I feel like I'm just gonna do something crazy, something stupid, and make myself look like a fool. And I don't want to be around too many people.
How often does this happen? Like once a week, maybe? How often do you see it?
Um, it it kind of started happening, every once in a while, and then it's just progressively got as time's gone over the past couple months. Crowd now it's happening.
And has this been on ongoing thing? I know you said it had been progressing, but has it been, is it like that through your childhood, or is it?
No, it just kind of started. Um, I I had some uh, embarrassing moments. I kind of got into a situation in public, and then after that, I haven't wanted to go back. I haven't wanted to experience that again.
When you start feeling anxious, what is going on in your mind, that anything that makes it worse, or
Yeah, I feel
what are
like
you
people are like
thinking?
looking at me or watching me, and they're kind of criticizing everything I do, or they're talking about me. They think maybe, I don't know, like they think I'm weird or something.
Is there anything that you're doing right now that helps you manage that when you get in the situation?
I leave. I leave and I calm down.
Okay. Um, I've got a, I know you uh, didn't think you would have any homework when you come to therapy, but I've got something I want you to maybe try the next, throughout the next week, to see before you go into the situation, and to see if this helps, and we'll discuss that in our next session. Does that, does that sound like something you would be willing to try?
Sure, I'll try anything to make it go away.
Okay. What is some deep breathing exercises that you maybe try, I wouldn't maybe try it right before you leave, maybe before you, just before you go into the situation when you start feeling a little bit nervous. Which is try, we'll go through this. If you inhale very slowly for 5 to 6 seconds. If you like, we can kind of try it together, and then you just, you might have to, if you tend to breathe in quickly, you might want to close your mouth a little more, or just something where you won't breathe in too quickly, so it's not nothing. So if you breathe in like this for maybe 5 or 6 seconds, just and then hold it for maybe just a couple seconds, not long, and then exhale real slow for 5 or 6 seconds also. And then I want you to try that maybe when you start feeling anxious 5 or 6 times. And I wouldn't actually do it while you're, in the process of, while you're around all the people. I mean, if you get really anxious, instead of leaving, you might maybe step aside and try to breathe, do the breathing treatments 4 or 5 different times, and then go back and see how that might help you. And we will discuss that in your next meeting. And does that sound like something that might help, or you'd like to try?
Sure, I'll try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we will catch up on our next meeting, and let's say we should set up something sometime next week. And if that's okay,
Okay.
I'll have my secretary call you, and we will get something set up for next week.
Okay. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you. Have a good week.
You too.